I'm joking. Actually, I haven't even looked.
Let's go down here where we can see.
Okay, here we go. You ready, Charles? I'm ready.
Maybe.
1 minute early. He's on military time, Bob King. Hurry up. He can hear me say that. RJ, you got 9 unmuted now. We are going to use it. Okay. Sorry. And a good Saturday morning. Welcome to all you folks listening in over the airwaves at WPAQ this beautiful Saturday morning. Can you believe it's halfway through the month of October? What do you think about that? Unbelievable. Time is flying by, just like the leaves flying by. It's great to be here with you on the stage of the Earl Theater again after our hiatus from the Autumn Leaves Festival last week. We had a great time at the festival bandstand. Charles, you did a great job. I heard you as well.
Thank you.
And right now, though, it is time for another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round. So if you don't mind, help me make welcome to the stage for part 1 of today's program, Too Young, Too Old.
All right, thank you, Jenny. We got a guitar player missing in action. Jake Brewer, if you're listening on the radio waves out there, we'd be glad to have you join us before the show's over with. We're going to do our best without him for 1 or 2 songs, though, I guess. Try to do y'all a little bit of Walking in My Sleep.
always do a real fine job on the program, and thank you so much for being with us today. I also want to make mention of this. Welcome to all the folks listening in over the airways on WPAQ at the AM frequency of 740 and as well on the FM dial at 106.7. And welcome to all you folks watching on our YouTube stream as well. And if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to our station, you can find it on YouTube at WPAQ radio station. Charles, what you got picked up for us next, buddy?
I'm going to do us a Ray Price slow tune here called Heartaches by the Number. Randy and I used to do a little get-together for the Teamsters Union down in Greensboro. This is one of the songs we used to do for that. I didn't know many truck driving songs at that time, but I've learned a few since then. We might do a couple more before the show's over. This is the only one I knew at that time, called The Truck Driving Man. Well, I stopped at a roadhouse in Texas, a little place called Hamburger Dan. I heard that old jukebox play a song about a truck driving man. So poured me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. coffee. I thanked her and called her back again. Said, hey, that old song sure does fit me, 'cause I am a truck driving man. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man. I'm gonna drive this old truck up to heaven, 'cause I am a truck driving man. So pour me another cup of coffee, for it is the best in the land. I'll put a nickel in the jukebox and play the truck driving man, and play the truck driving man. Bass man now. Thought for a minute he was going to be behind this morning, but he made it on time. He just gave the banjo player long enough time to beat him here this morning, and he even had to stop and tune on the way. But we'll send this one out to all the friends we got listening in radio land, and sometimes I feel this way about myself. It's called Ain't Nobody Gonna Miss Me When I'm Gone. Let me try that again. Take two. Yeah. Well, there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. There ain't nobody gonna mourn me too long. Won't you write these words upon my headstone? There ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Once I had a loving darling I loved sweetly. We planned the day when she would be my own. But another man had stolen darling from me. Now there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, there ain't nobody gonna miss me when I'm gone. Come on up here and join us, Jake. We'll be glad to have you.
I walked down to the mezzanine out here because I thought I saw him pass by, but then I couldn't find him anymore. So anyways, we'll take a real quick break, Bob King, and give Jake a chance to go get his guitar. And we'll be back with more music coming up on the day's Saturday morning merry-go-round. This portion brought to you by Price Power Equipment in Elkin, North Carolina. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, Bob King, and appreciate you once again this Saturday morning. I always enjoy our special guests, Too Young, Too Old, here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. Charles, I'd like to invite you now to play down to the bottom of the hour, and we'll update the folks again on the area weather forecast.
All right, thank you once again, Jenny. We're going to do y'all an old song I heard by James King many years ago. When I started playing music, James King was my hero when it came to bluegrass. This is one of his songs, Tom T. Hall written song that James King recorded, called Second-Handed Flowers.
Did you not, you might not have known you were required to be here today, did you?
Just a misunderstanding.
Well, it's okay. I was just telling folks I couldn't believe it was October 16th. I'm still stuck back a couple months back, so I'm having trouble with that. Go ahead though, Charles, at least play 2 more until 11:30 if you don't mind.
All right, sure. Keep cool.
I'm not going to say we had the too young, too old. We only had the too young, and I don't know about Mike. Was he having to deal with the too old? I wasn't for sure. But anyways, you're not old. None of y'all are old. And just a little bit late today, Jake had to, he was on hiatus for the first part of the program, but they're doing a great job. What do y'all think? Too young, too old? We do need to tell you a couple things because it is the bottom of the hour. Time for us to take a look at the weather forecast. And I promised that I would mention this in the early part of today's program for all the folks listening in. Holy Angels Catholic Church is having a flu vaccination clinic. It's just located right here on North Main Street and going on till 12 noon today. It's free and you don't even have to get out of your car if you want to go get your flu shot. Head up to Holy Angels and get that before 12, courtesy of that church there, along partnering with the Health and Nutrition Center of Dobson. So right now, we'll send things back to Bob King, get a quick look at the forecast, and we'll be back with more music on today's program with Too Young, Too Old. Thank you so much, Bob King. Appreciate you this Saturday morning. And right now, back to our special guest for today's program, part one. That's Too Young, Too Old. Charles, what you got picked out for us next?
All right, once again, thank you, Jenny. We're going to feature this bass man here again. We're going to slow things down a little bit, do the old home tune that called Good Things Outweigh the Bad. Amen, amen. gonna send this next song out to Randy's daddy. I'm gonna play a fiddle tune called the Florida Blues. Randy's dad's down there this morning listening to us by way of internet.
Charles, two of your big fans, Bobby and Betty Manring, are listening in. They want to let us know that they're watching us on YouTube. So sent me a message just now, so maybe we can send those folks out a song as well.
I'm going to take a minute and introduce the band before Randy does this next song here. We'll start over here on my far right from Clemens, North Carolina, Mr. Jake Brewer on the guitar. And with the old upright bass behind me here from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Mr. Mike Jones. And And getting ready to cut loose on another hot number on that 5-string banjo from Tobaccoville. Original man with this band, Mr. Randy Conrad.
All right, thank you. If y'all been around the music scene in this part of the state and country, you've met this fella before. From all the way in Clawville, Virginia, make welcome Charles Bowman. Charles, speaking of Tobaccoville, let's send this one down to Ernestine Conrad, Grandma down there, one called Theme Time.
Charles, why don't we take a real quick break right now? Will that be all right? We'll take a break, and also I want to say hello to my good buddy Wayne Bailey. He's listening in. Want me to tell you as well, Charles, that y'all was doing a mighty fine job. And so we'll take a real quick break, and then we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ. Back it all the way. He's saying they will, so they need back it all the way to Birmingham. We'll do that. Okay. Thank you so much, Bob King. And the Bears had a bye week this past week. I believe they are playing Monday night, though, so be sure and stay tuned for more information on that. Right now, back to the stage of the Earl Theater, our special guest for part one of today's program. Charles, we've got about 14 minutes.
All right, once again, thank you, Jenny. Here we had a request for another one of those truck driving ballads I was talking about at the beginning of the show. We'll send this out to all the truckers out there that might be listening by way of radio this morning. This would probably be me if I was to get in a semi-truck. You never know. I'll try this next song. It's the first time I've ever done it in public. I've sat around and sung it in the shower, but the water quit running a time or two. It's called Talk of the Town. Well, I'm the laughing stock, the talk of the town. All right, we had a request for this earlier this week. My friends up at the Clawville Cafe in Clawville, Virginia requested me and Randy to do this next song. One we've been doing for several years now, called Dueling Banjos.
great job. Well, Charles, you know what? The time has come. We've got just time for one more tune. And y'all have done such a fantastic job. Always a pleasure to have you on the merry-go-round. Always do a great job. Too young, too old. Let's give them another big hand. Too young, too old.
All right, thank you, Jenny, and it's always a pleasure to stand here on the stage of the Earl for WPAQ's Merry-Go-Round. We look forward to seeing y'all again here in the not-too-distant future. I'm going to sign off with another tune that kind of mentions Florida in the lyrics, but we're going to do an instrumental called the Orange Blossom Special.
Well, let me get this one.
North Carolina, and all the folks listening in radio land. We'll see y'all next time.
Another big hand for Too Young, Too Old. Don't any of you folks go anywhere. We'll be back after the 12 o'clock station identification, as well as local news, with another hour and a half of music from our special guests all the way from Hickory, North Carolina. That's the Catawba Bluegrass Band. Until then, this is the WPAQ at Merry-Go-Round, AM 740, WPAQ. We'll be back right after this.
Dancing every day, didn't you?
Hello.
Hello. Do you know if when we dance, if we're shown on TV or not?
No, I should have let somebody really
Yeah, it
call.
does, okay. It must
Just the one on the stage.
Yeah, that's all
That's
I
what I
got.
was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Try to keep people out of the. Well, I don't never see that. Like they have to be really, really tall.
Is it raining?
Is it raining? Oh no.
That's all I know. I don't believe I've ever seen it. You ain't getting like me. I can't believe you.
Oh, he's still in there. He's still picking a little bit of some buddies up there. How you been? Where you going? Really? Well, I was talking to that. I know I hadn't seen your car around. And I was talking to that other guy who come up to the store. He didn't know it either. Yeah, good to see you, bro. Good job. Good job.
Can y'all hear me? Anytime we get it, it's early for that blood.
Yeah.
Prayer for me too,
Thank you so much, Bob King, and once again, welcome back to all you folks joining us for today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. We do this each and every week, about 50 weeks of the year here at the Earl Theater. And next week, I do want to go ahead and make mention of this. Probably have a special guest host, Travis Fry. I have a previous engagement that I need to do, and so he'll be here with you if I can remember what the date is. Today's date is the 16th. Okay, so next weekend, we're going to have the Jackson Memorial Trio. They'll be traveling down from up in Virginia, as well as Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and the Highlander String Band. They'll be here next week on the merry-go-round program with special guest host, Travis Fry, from Travis Fry and Blue Mountain. Right now, help me make welcome to the stage for part 2 of today's merry-go-round program. Always do a great job. All the way from down around Hickory, North Carolina, here's a Catawba Bluegrass Band.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. How about a big hand for Jenny Lowry? She does a wonderful job. Give her a big hand. We appreciate her so much. Such a pleasure to be here today. Well, you just had a little Orange Blossom special, and that's the one we're going to start out with, featuring Darius Flowers. What key you in there, Darius? E. Dennis, what are the functions you do here at the Earl?
Every Thursday night from 4:30, if I'm not mistaken, 4:30 to 5 o'clock is free dance lessons for any age, and from 5:30 to 6:15 is fiddle lessons, and those are also free for any kids 6 to 21. And from 6:15 to 6:45 is free guitar, mandolin, and banjo lessons for ages 6 to 21. And it is all paid through the Surrey County Arts Council, and it's a program called TAPS.
Where's the old people come in?
That's the flat-footing lessons.
They sit in the audience. They sit in the audience.
Sit and listen.
Sit and listen. Golden Rocket, Mr. Doug Davis, key and sheet writer. Whoa. You get old, you can't hold on to anything, especially money.
Yeah, they done one. They done one. Have they warmed up enough for Earl's Breakdown? Earl's Breakdown.
Hey, we're featuring two banjo players tonight, or this evening. Joe Price and Frankie Key. We thought we'd treat you to this. We do this maybe 4 or 5 times a year. We bring both of them in. They're going to do Earl's Breakdown as soon as they get tuned up.
participation rate.
Yeah.
Great job from our special guest at the Tauba Bluegrass Band. Lindsay, why don't we go ahead and play a couple more tunes, and then we'll have a break at the bottom of the hour for the weather.
We're going to take it to the key of D. We're going to do Rank Strangers. And then Doug's going to come in with Jacob's Ladder. What was the other name on that song? Don't remember? Okay, key of D. Every time we play this song, we like to dedicate it to Jeannie Stanley and her father Carter. I always let Jeannie know when we played it, where we played it. It was Rank Strangers. Are we ready? Go ahead. They knew not my name, and knew not the faces. Found they were all great strangers to me. I found they were all great strangers to me. Thank you so much. A&D, we're going to do Jacob's Ladder with Doug Davis.
Some call it Jacob's Ladder, some call it, I've just seen the Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages. There we go.
It's a good song, I like the song. Well, I was standing by the bedside where my feeble mother, when she called me close beside her, yes, the words I heard. I just seen the Rock of Ages, Jacob's Ladder hanging
Jesus, hold my hand. Key of G. Got to retune, folks.
What do you think, Lindsay? Let's take a real quick break.
All right.
Sounds
Sounds
good. Would that
good.
be all right with you?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more music from the Catawba Bluegrass Band right after this.
Jesus, hold
Raining now.
Goodbye. You have a good day too.
We'll be outside.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and I do want to mention that again for the theater audience that we have on hand today, that the 20th anniversary celebration of Fishers River Park gets started today about 1 o'clock at Fishers River Park in Dobson. It's a beautiful facility, and it's free today. However, they are asking folks to bring canned food for donation. They have Taylor Baden performing. He's a wonderful Elvis impersonator, and he does a great show. Taylor Baden is Elvis. And also at 3 p.m. today, the Marshall Brothers and High Road, with the original Marshall Brothers, there with Ben and Harry, as well as Steve Marshall, performing today at 3 p.m. And once again, that's a free event going on over in Dobson, celebrating the 20th anniversary of Fishers River Park. Right now, back to our special guest for part 2 of today's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, the Catawba Bluegrass Band.
Thank you so much, Jenny. I want to introduce these folks right quick. The old man here is Doug Davis. I'm another old man, Lindsey Ham. Our bodyguard back here is Mr. Ricky Dameron. And over here is Mr. Darius Flowers. We're proud to have him with us. Yeah, Doug quit dyeing his hair, so I don't get to pick on him on that anymore. Over here is Mr. Cough Drop Man. If you remember the Smith Brothers Cough Drops, that's him. What was his name there? Ezra Williams. Our Dueling Banjos today, we got Mr. Frankie Keys and Joe Price. And they're doing a fantastic job.
That's Gabby Hayes and Roy Rogers.
Got a new one. Got a new one. We're going to feature Doug Davis. We call him the man with the golden voice.
We got a fellow here, today's his birthday.
Oh, is that right?
Yes,
oh,
today's his birthday.
Ricky Dameron, it's your birthday. Can you wish him a happy birthday? Thank you so much. 36 years old, are you?
He wish.
Doug says he's not less than 88. 88? Did I get that right, Doug?
Yeah. You're getting close.
Jesus, hold my hand. Next one's just about as slow. Rolling in my sweet baby's arms. And the banjo players are going to do a nice job on this for you. Everybody ready?
That's what Marie says about Ricky.
How's everybody doing out there? Good. Hope you're enjoying it. Gonna do you an old time hymn now. A lot of you probably know Swing Low, Sweet Cherry.
He's got the rosin out of his teeth now. He's gonna sing.
I hope I can sing. I've been a little under the weather this week, just kind of dealing with allergies, so I hope I can sing it.
I went on Saturday.
Double the trouble when you got to tune two banjos.
Once again,
I overlooked that part of it. Ezra Williams.
All right, here we go.
On today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. For part 2 of today's program, that is the Catawba Bluegrass Band. Right now we need to hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's program, that's Old Mill Music. And we'll be back with more music coming up on today's merry-go-round program on the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ, right after this. Thank you so much, Bob King. And also, we've got a great selection right now of Alvarez guitars, and go ahead and lay away now for Christmas. We will be open at Old Mill Music today until 4 p.m. and might open a little while tomorrow for the Cruise-In as well. The Cruise-In is taking place in downtown Mount Airy tomorrow from 1 to 5 p.m. with the music starting at 2 o'clock. And right now, speaking of music, our special guest, the Catawba Bluegrass Band. Lindsay, what you got picked out for us next?
Well, I think Doug may want to do something here that we usually do when there's a child in the audience.
What's your name? I can't hear you. Elliot. Oh, how old are you? 7. 7 years.
Doug's going to do You Are My Sunshine.
You are my sunshine. You make me happy. The skies are red.
And two banjo players, Mr. Frankie Keith and Joe Rice. You got talent. You can play a band, you can sing at the same time.
You heard that song, Frankie and Johnny and Shore? This is Frankie and Joe with banjo players. I just made that up. Y'all noticed that?
I hope they didn't. I hope they didn't notice.
We're going to do a Bill Monroe number here. A little Georgia Road.
Oh my goodness. Let's move to the key of B, folks. Key of B. Julianne, Doug Davis with the fiddle kickoff. Has your car been tuned up lately?
But I like an in-tune banjo much better than an out-of-tune one, so I don't care. They can tune all day long. I'd rather hear them tune.
Well, when you got two of them, you got double tune.
Yeah.
Jenny, how do you like the sound of two banjos? What do you think?
I like it. You can't do enough banjo for me.
We love it.
That's the electric guitar bluegrass, you know, Lindsay?
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, I have to remember that.
Oh, yeah. I made that up.
Write that
But you
down,
can feel pretty easy. Let's do one more and then we'll take a break, okay?
All right, Julianne.
Julianne!
We'll take a real quick break for station identification as well as a look at the weather forecast, and we'll be back with music with these fine folks up until 1:29 p.m. today. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Thank you so much. I love it. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much, Bob King, and the rain has moved out just as you said it would. Always does a great job with the weather, Bob King. And still have time to make it out to the Fisher River Park 20th anniversary celebration, just getting underway here at 1 o'clock, and music up until 5 p.m. Taylor Vaden, I believe, starting things off. He does a great Elvis show, and then also the Marshall Brothers in High Road, they'll be taking the stage at 3 o'clock. That's a free event, but they do ask that you bring canned food donations if at all possible. And they're also having hay rides as well as fun things for kids. And then a movie starting at dusk. That's taking place today at Fisher River Park. Also, our good buddies, Hubert Lawson and the Bluegrass Country Boys, they'll be playing this afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m. Up at the Wildwood Farms General Store up in Floyd, Virginia. Right now, back to more great music here on the stage of the Earl Theater for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Lindsay, what you got picked out for us next?
Well, I want to recognize Miss Jenny Lowry one more time. I know you're not used to that, but we really want to do that because you do such a wonderful job. Plus, we wanted to thank you so much for having us up here.
Thank you.
We love it. It's like a second home to us. Thank you. We're going to do another slow song for you. It's called Big Spike Hammer, and the banjos are going to be featured on this thing. Might even throw in a little fiddle and a little bit of mandolin. Tell you something. When Frankie first played this thing with us, I believe was it on this stage?
Yes, it was.
We did that stop, and Frankie stopped. He's supposed to kick it right then, like they did. Of course, Frankie never played it with us before. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to feature Doug Davis on Beyond the Rain.
He thought that's what you meant when you stopped.
Yeah, I know.
And we still give Frankie a hard time about that to this day.
It's hot this time.
When the sky is getting dark and the clouds are moving in, and the storms of life fill our hearts with pain. past and on. God gave His only Son to fulfill the promise of His name. Oh, if only we will believe for all He did, we will receive to live with Jesus beyond the grave. Beyond the grave, there'll be no more dying, no more crying, no more pain. When we put our lives in the hand of Jesus, He will lead us beyond the grave. Yes, He will lead us beyond the grave. Thank you.
Okay, Blue Moon of Kentucky, we're gonna move to key of A, Darius Flowers. Blue Moon of Kentucky, Darius Flowers, key of A. Did I get the key right?
Yes, yeah. That's one of them. Gotta have
Getting closer.
it. Getting there.
Are you guys tuning again?
Almost there.
Are we good?
The Catawba Bluegrass Band. And you know what, Lindsay, we do need to do this right fast. Let's mention the sponsor of this portion of today's program, and that's Mayberry Music Center, which is located right across the street here from the Earl Theater and locally owned and operated by James Easter of the Easter Brothers. James would like to invite you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic as well as electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Also, Mayberry Music Center specializes in Blue Ridge guitars, and they are the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area. Mayberry Music Center always offers a $100 discount off the suggested retail price of their Blue Ridge guitars, and you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at a discounted price. They've got all types of strings as well as accessories for your instrument, and they offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And James wants to be sure that you know if you don't see what you're looking for when you stop by Mayberry Music Center, chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. And you'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers and the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center is open Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4, and on Saturdays they're open from 9:30 to 3. They're always closed on Sunday. That is Mayberry Music Center, historic Main Street in downtown Mount Airy, bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, featuring the Catawba Bluegrass Band. Back to you.
There you go. We've got a special song here called Little Jenny. And then we're going to dedicate to Little Jenny. Now this is formerly known as Little Maggie. But we decided we were going to do Little Jenny. Doug Davis is going to sing this one. It sure is hot underneath this thing. You know it's hot underneath.
Oh, yonder stands little Jenny with a big glass in her hand.
Maybe I shouldn't have dedicated this one.
I know. Well, you done done it now.
I didn't think about the words. I'm just thinking about, Little Maggie, Little Jenny. Well,
Should we ask the same question
I guess
that
I blew
Joe
that.
asked?
We can get by with that in bluegrass. We don't pay attention to the words.
You think he's lost it, huh? Oh, yonder stands little Maggie or Jenny with a brown glass in her hand. She's drinking away all her trouble. She's courting another man. Well, last time I saw little Maggie, she was sitting on the bank of the sea. Morning wrapped up on her, and a banjo on her knee. Hard to get confused. Pretty flowers were made for blooming, pretty stars ever made to shine. Pretty women were made for loving, little Maggie, she was made for mine. I mean Jenny. Lay down your last gold dollar, lay down your gold watch and chain. Little Jenny was made for daddy, listen to that old manly ring. Go away, sweet Jenny. Go and do the best that you can. I'll get me another Jenny. You can get you another man. Oh, yes, Daddy.
Thank you so much. Lindsay, we've got probably 5 minutes. So for some folks, they can squeeze in 2, and then it just depends on what you want to wrap things up with. I do want to let you know that. Oh yeah, if we got to tune the banjos, it's probably going to cut it down to a half a song. No, I'm just joking. Yeah.
There is a time, this is one we like to do because of this being Mayberry, USA. We do a little bit different way tonight.
someone, I was on Facebook and I was telling someone was going to play here today at Mayberry. Somebody come back to me and said, where in the world's that at? I said, it's down next to Dobson on towards where Andy Griffin used to be. Where's that at? And I just deleted it and I said, what's going on here? I thought everybody knew where Mayberry was at.
That was one of his more intelligent comments right there. We write these things down because we like to keep them, you know, close to us. We go back and look at them and think about them a lot. Sometimes not a lot, but.
I still like your pork chop sandwiches over there.
Oh, yeah.
I still like your pork chop sandwiches over there.
Are we ready? There is a time.
Tune in again next week. We'll have special guest host Travis Fry, along with the Jackson Memorial Trio from 11 to 12, followed up by Phyllis and Jim Gaskins and the Highlander String Band with some great old-time music for you from 12 to 1:30. That's coming up next week. And until then, this is Jeannie Lowry signing off from another edition of the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.